Quinton, congratulations on signing with Buffalo. Welcome to Western New York. Two-part question for you. A lot of people were actually surprised you didn't, re-sign with the Seahawks. How close did that come for you in any regard? And then when that didn't happen, why did you choose Buffalo?
I honestly don't even know if I was really that close. They had a lot of young guys there, and I feel like having me there kind of stunts their growth. So I totally understand. It's a business. They have some young guys they want to develop, and the reason why I came to Buffalo, one of the big reasons is Dan. We had a good relationship in Seattle, and then he came to Buffalo. And then, another thing, I wanted to play for a good organization. You guys have a great organization, got a lot of good stuff going on. Definitely a good D-line with a lot of talent, and I figure, why not come join that? It's kind of what I left, so I wanted to join something good as well and see how I can contribute. You guys are a playoff caliber team, and I want to be a part of that.
So, Vic, it's Vic Carucci from the Buffalo News. Welcome to Buffalo.
Hey.
So back at the end of April, Sean McDermott was talking with us also on a Zoom call, and one of the things he mentioned about you was the biggest thing: position flexibility, your versatility.
Yeah.
Would you explain, just in your words, what that means to you, how you've developed that during your career to have that outside-inside versatility?
Yeah, it's one of them things, literally almost since high school. I play every position. I don't, people ask me what I play on the D-line, I just say I play D-line. I take pride in trying to learn the whole defense, the whole front. Coming in as a young guy, especially Seattle, my first year we had so many guys. You had Frank, you had Mike, you had Cliff, you had Big Rube, you had Jay Reed. And my biggest thing was I know to be able to make this team, I have to be able to play anything. So if anybody comes out and need a break, I took pride on knowing that I can go in and fill that void and wouldn't be any drop-off. So I feel like that was the biggest thing. And it kind of just helped me develop through my years there. I always, like I said, knew every position, and at any point, I can just go in and play any position. Try to make an impact wherever I'm at,
And did that, one quick follow, did that influence or Dan, like you said, was your understanding of how important position flexibility is on the D-line come into play in terms of your signing?
It kind of did, but I knew I can go anywhere and play anything. So it kind of helped me. I just knew I wanted to come be a part of this D-line, and I knew I can contribute anywhere. So wherever they need me, I can go play that. So that was one of the biggest parts. Like I said, just because you guys had a great defense, let alone a great D-line, I just wanted to come play.
Got it. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Quinton, Chris Brown from BuffaloBills.com. You touched on it already. You knew you were coming to a good unit, top 5 defense each of the last 2 years, and top 10 against the run, top 3 against the pass. How do you, I know you're used to some of your new teammates here coming in the door, and it's been harder in a virtual setting, but what is your anticipation? What is your expectation of this group and what they can be with the additions like yourself now?
Just from what I'm seeing, like I said, so far through these virtual meetings and just listening to guys, and you got a lot of guys with a lot of knowledge of the game. Very, very smart football players, intelligent players that know a lot, know the whole scheme of the defense and how we fit in it. And like I said, just from what I've seen, you got guys with a lot of great ability that can do a lot of great things. And just not even as myself, I see a lot of guys who are versatile as well that can play multiple positions. And I'm just excited just to see how he can plug all of us in and do different things schematically. And I think the sky's the limit for this group. We come out, like I said, do what we're supposed to do. I don't see why we shouldn't be a great front.
Thanks.
Hey, Quinton, John Worrell with the Associated Press here.
Hey.
Welcome kind of to Buffalo, but in this way, but culture seemed to be a big thing in Seattle, at least, under Pete Carroll. And how, what were you aware of the culture that McDermott's been able to build here in Buffalo? I guess is my first question. I've got a follow-up question after that.
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely one of the big reasons that attracted me. Like I said, I left the team with great culture, great people, made football fun. And that was one of the biggest things I seen from Buffalo, whereas I just hear other players talking about it. It's a great place with great fan base. And like I said, just good energy and playing good football and winning. And it's just something I definitely want to be a part of. You know, that's definitely a big thing because, say, coming from Seattle, it's definitely weird. It's like a lot of players say it's a weird place. You know, just the way how they operate, like meetings and everything. So, you know, just trying to find another place with that almost exact same culture. Like you guys, I feel like seem to have it here. A lot of great young coaches, young players who are hungry. So definitely attracted me.
Like, and just to follow up, just how do you find, you know, in this limited self-isolating time to find where you fit with this group of players, with your teammates, and how has, you know, have the Zoom calls and the coaching staff allowed you to introduce yourself into the mix?
It's, you know, it's kind of difficult. It's still kind of weird with the virtual things, you know, but you just try to do the best you can. Like I said, I want those guys. I try to sit back, just observe everybody, see how people interact and how they are, and as much as I can via Zoom. But like I said, hopefully in the next month or two, I'm able to come down, actually see guys, interact with guys, get on the field with guys, and play and get a feel from. Like I said, there's still a lot to come, you know. But I'm just trying to, like I said, get to know guys' personalities as much as I can so far.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Quinton, Maddie Glab here, one of the team reporters for the Buffalo Bills. I guess jumping off of Woro's question, how have you been able to connect with teammates? What's that relationship been like? Who have you talked to already outside of those Zoom meetings? And what type of connections are you building? Is there anybody that you've been able to talk to more than anybody else that you've already built a connection with?
I would say not. I don't know if there's anybody I really like I guess clung to as far as yet, because like I said, a lot of guys I really, before I came here, I didn't really know any of the guys that I came into the room with, and I feel like that's still yet to come. And we have a group chat where we all talk and like crack jokes and stuff. Like I said, there's a lot of good personalities. Like I said, hopefully when I get there, I can, I guess, clean the guys more and get to know guys more, you know, because it's still, let's say, weird literally via Zoom, because like I said, I literally don't know them, you know. So I feel like I said, it's still an ongoing thing that I said hope to develop more.
And a follow-up question that's unrelated. What have you learned about yourself during quarantine? You have 4 kids, so it must be pretty interesting being in the house with 4 young children during this time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely learned patience. Definitely learned a lot of patience. You know, my kids they're fun. They're full of life. Luckily, it's quiet right now. I don't even know. That means they must be up to something now. But it's just fun. You know, just trying to find ways to keep them entertained, whether it's going outside or just taking walks. And actually, I really just appreciate this time because regular situation, they'll probably still be here, and I'll probably be in Buffalo, and I'll probably be away from them for a while. So, I mean, everything happens for a reason. So I'm really just taking this time to enjoy them and, like I said, just make the best.
Awesome. Thanks, Q.
I appreciate you.
Hey, Matt, we can't hear you, man. It says you're unmuted, though.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay. Quinton, Matt Perino, Syracuse.com. Thank you for taking the time today. When it was official that you were coming to Buffalo, you know, one of the big reactions online from Seattle was, oh, no, and we lost a really good guy here. And, you know, a lot of the comments were, you know, the light went on for you as the season progressed, and you know, only the best was to come. And so I wanted to ask you, like, what was that light that went on? Were you able to have some more success as the season went on last season?
I think it was just through the years, learning from my experiences and just trying to make the most of my opportunities. Like I said, my first few years, I was banged up, you know, but I think I really just took those years to just, like I said, watch guys and say, hey, great guys in front of me, whether it's Mike, Cliff, Frank, and just see how those guys play, the things they do, pick their brains. I still pick their brains to the day. And just try to use those resources, just then incorporate what they do and put it into my game. And like I said, I just felt like when I had those opportunities, I just tried to make the best of them. You know, I had great coaching from Coach Hurt, Coach Norton. I learned from those guys, and like I said, they put me in good situations. And like I said, I just tried to, especially just said from playing over the year, you just learn football, you learn the game, and I just tried to, like I said, just apply that stuff to put myself in the best situations to make plays.
And a quick follow-up. I know you're, super versatile and you can play all these positions. Where do you feel most comfortable, and where do you feel like you're most dangerous?
I love playing the three technique. Especially rush situations. I'm an inside guy. Like you cut on tape every time third down, I'm inside playing either a three or a nose. I feel like that's where I'm most comfortable rushing. But if you're talking about like just playing a run, I feel like I can play the run at any position. I played the six, I played the five, I played three, I played nose, I played the G. I guess first, second down, I like playing in. Like setting the edge, having a double team. If I do have a double team between the tackle and the tight end, and like I said, pass situation on third down, I like kicking inside.
Thanks, Quinton.
No doubt.
Hey, Quinton, Jay Skursky with the Buffalo News. Thanks for doing this. To kind of touch on what Matt said there a little bit, how did it make you feel when you're reading online all of these Seahawks fans who are upset to see you leaving? What was your reaction to that?
I guess I felt appreciated, but it's dope. Anytime you've been to a place for a bit of time, almost 4 years, you're going to have some connection to it. I met a lot of good people, even outside of football, just the people in the area in general. I met a lot of good people, a lot of good coaches. And I made a lot of lasting relationship, even to this day. I still talk to a bunch of guys, even some of the coaches. Like I said, I don't see them as like a associate. I see them almost as friends and family. So it's tough, but that's life, to get somewhere. Sometimes you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, something new, but it's all about just, like I said, growth and growing as a person and as a player. And I felt like Buffalo was a great opportunity to do that. I get to go somewhere else, and really trying to just make another name for myself, almost starting all over again. But, I like that. I like the opportunity. I like the opportunity to prove myself again to coaches, fans, players. And, I'm just ready to get to work.
And to follow up, you've talked a pretty good deal about the depth that this team has on the defensive line. Does knowing the way that Sean McDermott rotates at the position, defensive tackle, defensive end, did that factor into you signing here, knowing that, there's going to be a good deal of snaps for whoever's on that defensive line?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I think it keeps a lot of guys fresh, and it keeps you at your best ball. Sometimes, like I said, from playing in Seattle, sometimes we might go into a game with like 16 men, and you're going to play like quite a bit of, sometimes that can be overwhelming on, like I said, your body, and then just the beating you take for over 16, 17 weeks. So anytime you come to a situation where you got a bunch of guys that can just keep it rolling, keep you fresh, I feel like it's good for all of us. We're all going to eat. We're all going to be productive and playing at a high level.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No doubt.
Hey, Quinton, Sal Majorana from Rochester, which is down the road from Buffalo. Thanks for being here. Look, I don't know how much you've had a chance to be with Sean McDermott. I'm guessing nothing right now, but very different personality than Pete Carroll. Can you maybe share some insight on what it was like to play for Pete Carroll, who just comes off as such a free spirit, something that Sean probably isn't? Just share some thoughts about Pete Carroll.
Oh, man, Pete's a great dude. Like I said, I don't think it's like any other experience I think you'll get in the league. It's just real laid back, real fun. They make football fun. Like, so we go into team meetings, we're shooting hoops. Like at any given time, you don't know who might walk through the door, whether it be like Drake or, like I said, I haven't seen Kendrick Lamar, Ice Cube, you name it. But it's one of those experiences, like, you have to really be focused there, because, like I said, you can lose sight and get too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like sometimes like some guys need like some strict, this is what I do, it's no games, but like like I said, it's fun. But like I said, at the end of the day, like you have to really hone in on yourself and tell yourself, hey, you can't get comfortable. You have a job to do, and say we're all out here competing still. So you can't get lost and all that. But like I said, one thing I said, they make the game of football fun, and I enjoyed my stay there.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, Quentin, John Worrell once again. Where are you calling from, by the way? Where is your off-season home?
I still stay in Washington, so I'm out here in Washington.
Gotcha. What you grew up in Pittsburgh, and you're from Pittsburgh, and you played college in Maryland. What is it like, to be coming back to the East Coast? And if you reflect back, I mean, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, the Bills really weren't anything at that point. Is it surprising how that turnaround's happened and how the thought process around the NFL has changed in regards to the Bills?
For the first part, I've been an East Coast kid majority of my life. So I'm definitely excited to come back home to the East Coast. Pittsburgh's only 3 hours away, and my parents can come up and forth. My kids get to see their grandparents, so it's gonna definitely be a great experience. And it's crazy how you probably said 4 or 5 years ago you told me about Buffalo. I'd be like, I don't even know,
Right.
But like I said, that's one thing when you get good coaches, good staff, and good players, man. How you can just shift the culture of a place and the whole viewpoint of a place. Now you ask guys about Buffalo, they're like, man, hell yeah, I'll come play for Buffalo. It's a great team, great culture, great fans, and like I said, I'm excited. I said just crazy how things work, and I said definitely excited to get back on the East. And get back to get some a lot of snow. So I'm excited about that as well, playing in some snow games. So it's pretty cool.
Good. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Quinton, Sal Capaccio, WGR Radio here again. Your college teammate, Stefon Diggs, is going to be joining you in Buffalo. And, that was obviously a really big deal when that move went down. What do you remember about Stefon from Maryland, and you still have contact with him, and just your thoughts on playing with him again?
Yes, that's my man. Just playing with my Maryland. He's a real passionate guy. He works his tail off, and man, he just, you're just around. I don't know if you ever just been around a person that I don't know what it is. They have that aura around them that like they just have that, like you can't put your finger on it. They just have that it factor, and that's Steph. Man, he just makes plays, and like I said, and then other than that, he's just a good dude, a good teammate, a good guy off the field. And like I said, I can't wait to join him in Buffalo again and get back around him, man. So it's going to be exciting.